All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for all of you coming out to have a look at this training session. I'm going to share my screen. And just as a start, before we start, just to let you know, this session is intended to be very practical, very hands-on. I would like your participation in the chat, as I see you've been doing. I've also got some activities that you can do in breakout rooms with each other, and hopefully everything runs really smoothly and we don't have any problems with the technical stuff. Just to get the ball rolling, I've got some sentences about using AI. Just important information when using AI. Please remember there are some do's and don'ts on the screen. If you want, you can shout them out. What do you think these missing words are? Or you can type them in the chat and we'll go from there. Let's see. Yeah, Maria Elena, you got it. So do not, when you're using AI, try not to enter any information, any personal data about students. Data, very good, Maria. Maria Elena Zambrana, you're on it. Or anything where learners can be identified. Data protection is very, very important, especially in terms of AI and how these platforms online are using people's data. These are areas that are not very clear yet, so we do want to be very discreet when we're thinking about students' information. Second one, yeah, nice, Kelly and Maria, you got it in the chat. Yeah, do not use AI to generate facts and present them as so. AI basically, at least at the moment, all it is just a big collector of information and a presenter. So, a filter is what it's not. So you as the human, you're going to have to be the filter to decide whether, okay, are these things true? Are they not? You might have to do some extra research on your own. And the last one, yep, Guadalupe, Liao, you got it. Do sense check anything you use in class which is generated through AI. Yeah. And the last one, so we say take a sense check. Always, AI, like anything else, is a tool. It's there to work together with us. Like the idea for at least what we're going to see in the next 60 minutes is not just like go to ChatGPT and ask it to plan a class for you, but you might have to refine ideas. You might have to tailor them, change them a little bit in order for them to be applicable to your own learners. And this is very important. So the idea is, please don't just take everything you get off AI and use it in your lessons. You will have to put in that human element in order for those classes to be effective and for your students to be engaged. And of course, the last one: do only use yourself and don't ask learners to use AI in class at home. This one, maybe we'll talk about this one at the end. This one could be maybe yes, maybe no. I'll put a little asterisk here so that we can come back to it at the end of the session. Oh, that's not good. There we go. All right, so just before we start, I'd like to thank Dan Flynn, Minerva James from Dan Flynn from BC Colombia, Minerva James from BC Chile, and myself. We all worked together to bring this session to you. So I do want to thank them publicly, personally, at the beginning. All right, so let's have a look. I'm sure everybody knows who this is. If you can just type the name really quickly in the chat, that'd be wonderful. Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, yeah, Kelly. You're not wrong, Kelly. That is Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. Nice. Excellent. So the first thing we're going to do is a little task. I'll put you into breakout rooms, and I want you to write a description of Harry Potter's appearance. So we might need to use things like the verb to be, body parts, colors, have or has got. Oh, we got the Harry James Potter, Jorge Vidal, as a serious fan there. Very nice. Without mentioning his name. So the key to the task is you cannot mention his name in the description. You cannot mention anything associated with him. So schools like the school Hogwarts or magic or his friends, Hermione or Ron. And you're going to have to do this in 100, under 100 words. And I'll give you 5 minutes to do this in a breakout room with some partners. And then I'll pick two or three just for you to see how AI can work with descriptions in order to generate images. One thing I will ask is that you do it in a Microsoft Word document and save the document so you can share it with me in the chat, just because I won't be able to copy text from the Zoom chat directly. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to organize you into some breakout rooms and get your, all right, so we have breakout rooms of 9 or 10. Let's change that. So we've got maybe 5 or 6 people in each breakout room. I'll come into a few. Obviously, I won't have time to check everybody's, but yeah, if I can get a quick yes or ready in the chat, I'll open the breakout rooms and you can start that task. Remember, you have 100 words. Please do it in a Microsoft Word document. Nice. I think if Karina Coyalo is ready, Diana Guadalupe is ready, I think everybody's going to be ready. So please work together in your chat. Maybe select one person to actually do the writing and save the text on a Microsoft Word document. And then we'll see, maybe we'll get a few people's examples and see how we can use AI to do a nice class activity and generate image. Let's go. I'll give you 5 minutes in the breakout rooms. If you had a chance to do the task together. But oh, okay, nice, nice. Karen's got. Okay, Karen, can you put it into a Word document and share the Word document? Because I can't copy from the Maria Elena the same. Can you put it into a Microsoft Word document? Because I can't take the text from Zoom. I don't think so. Let me see if I can copy this. Copy. Oh, maybe I can. Let me see. Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. I'm going to just take the first three and let's just have a look here. So one example that we can use of an AI generated image activity in class is by asking your students to write, for example, this could be a task designated for A1 or A2 learners who are learning how to use descriptions. And basically, when if you go to this website called openart.ai, basically it's I think it's the same people that make ChatGPT. All right, we have a few. All right, so I've got Karen's description here, and let's just see in the open AI, you've got things like credits, you've got things like descriptions. Here where it says prompt, this is where you can put in your descriptions and ask the AI to create an image for you. It'll take a few seconds and then you can see, so this first one was mine that I did maybe just as an example to show you. Okay, all right, nice. So we have this one here. This one's from Karen. Let's see. I've got the second one here. Copy. Nice. Paste. Create. So let's take a few seconds to copy. This is maybe Maria Elena's. Nice. No worries, Karen. If you're on your phone, Jorge Vidal. Let's have a look at yours. Copy that. Stick it into the prompt. So this is something that you can do with your students by asking them to write descriptions and then seeing basically how their descriptions can come to life. Let's see here, 11-year-old British boy with round glasses. Let's see what image comes up. Nice. All right. Let's do one or two more. Ma Mari Maricris Guzman, maybe. I'm going to take yours. I'll take just two more. And finally, I'll take one from Roemer Tuesta. Thank you so much. Copy and paste and then create. So all of these, as you might see at the top right, you'll see like trial credits. You'll see 5 credits will be charged. So basically, all of these, all of your, yeah, no worries. All of your descriptions are fine. Like they all create something that look like Harry Potter. One activity that could be a possibility with this is maybe have a vote with your students. For example, which one do you think is the best? Which one do you think is the worst? What you might want to do with your students is ask who did it best, and you can maybe put some screenshots here. So, for example, we can have all your pictures here from Roemer, from see, yeah, sorry. So you forgot to mention Lily's eyes. Lily's green eyes, Jorge. Natalie, sorry, it was just the last one and I didn't have time. But no, here you can have, for example, your students vote and say which one they think is the best or the one they like the most. And just thinking about how we might be able to exploit AI images in class. So this is one thing that we could do. As I said, it might be designated towards A1, A2 learners. You might give them maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Of course, you're all perfect at English, amazing. But for your learners, this might come after a class where you look at adjectives to describe appearance, maybe nouns, talk about hair or face or glasses. And it could change our writing class into something a little bit more creative. This is one example of an exercise I did with my students. I had some advanced students write about their dream homes. And so one student wrote, this is after they saw vocabulary to describe rooms, to describe location, to describe weather. So he said, my dream house should be located in a warm climate and must have a recording studio along with 2 rehearsal rooms. He loves playing music. One of the rehearsal rooms needs to have electrical instruments and amplifiers, while the others should be equipped with acoustic instruments. It should be quieter and more comfortable space where I can compose new songs. Additionally, there should be a swimming pool in the front part of the house with several chairs and umbrellas around it for sunny days. Finally, for the second floor, it could have a video game room with large windows that offer a view of nature in the swimming pool. We put that into the Open Art AI, and these are the images that it came up with. So not only motivating for things like competitions, but maybe motivating for students for if they want to make plans or create any images. And of course, in this context, the class, he used all the vocabulary that we talked about. So maybe comfortable space, a swimming pool, sunny days, all of these were vocabulary items in the lesson. Nice, Elena, Dalia, Jenny Perez. Is there a limit of free generated images given by OpenArt? Yes, there is 100% a limit for the free version. Obviously, you can pay for the full version, but one way to get around this would just be to make extra Gmail or extra email accounts, because basically it gives you free trials per email account. So, I might just have one jesse.dilal@gmail.com and then jesse.dilal2@gmail.com. And for each account, it would give you more free tries or more free credits. Olga, nice, nice, nice. I like that description there. It's beautiful. Lightning bolt shaped scar on his forehead. Some very particular vocabulary. But yeah, these are all ways that you can use AI to help bring writing to life by using image generating AI. These are a little bit different from what we call the large language models of AI. So those things like ChatGPT, where they can, bring together a lot of information very quickly and then present it to you. But what these do, the ones that we're going to see today, they basically focus on media. So those are some ideas for using image generators in your lessons. I've got some other ideas here that it's a little bit small, so I'm going to make it big. If you can type the missing words in the chat, that'd be great. So for example, using AI generated images in class, you can have story starters and this something historical figures and if something science and yeah, nice, Maria and Elena, you're on it. Guadalupe, don't worry, I'll give you not just the link, but I'll give you a list of all the AI platforms that I've used. Nice. Events, descriptions, nice. Okay, okay, everybody's on it. Everybody's on it. Science and nature, nice, nice. Everybody's on it. So these are all possibilities. And please don't worry, at the end of this presentation, I will share this whole thing with you in a PDF. So don't worry too much. It'll be in the Zoom chat. Fantasy creatures, Alan, you got it, and mythical beings, so they could write things to describe all these different types of not only landscapes, but geography. Nice, Alan, you got it. Science fiction. Oh, I lost it. Science fiction scenarios. All of these are ideas and things that you can have your students write about and bring it to life with AI. Dalila is asking about what about planning the lessons with AI? I wouldn't recommend OpenArt. I would recommend ChatGPT or something like a large language model that gives you explanations and answers. But I would 100% recommend please review everything that it gives you because it's not going to be perfect. Sometimes it might even be ineffective for your students. And something that's really important is being specific with the prompt that you give it. So you might have to give it, okay, I want a lesson for A2 students who are 15 to 17 years old, living in Peru, to be able to talk about, just for example, descriptions by using A2 level adjectives. You have to be very specific in the prompt in order to plan the lessons, Dalila. Yeah? Nice, awesome. Keep the questions coming. I love them. Excellent. So this is another thing that we can do with AI. Brisk is another AI tool. Awesome, nice, Maria Elena. That sounds good. So we can use AI not only to generate images, but we can use AI to generate audios. So for example, I've got some pictures here. We've got picture A, picture B, picture C, picture D, and we're going to listen to a song that we asked AI to write. The name of the website was udio.com. So it's kind of like studio, but without the ST. And we asked AI to design a song for primary school kids talking about things that they could be or they might want to be when they grow up in the future. So we're going to do a song order activity. We've got 4 pictures, A, B, C, D. I want you to listen to the song and write the order with the letters of the images that you hear them singing about. So maybe the first one, you hear something about a doctor. For picture A, for picture B, you'll hear something with treasure. Picture C, you'll hear something with the moon. And picture D, you'll hear something with the jungle. So when you listen to the song, you have, for example, your students can listen and put these letters in the order that they mention them. So please, in the chat, when you hear the song, write the letters in order that you hear them. Let's go.
When I grow up, what will I do? I'll be a pilot and fly to the moon. When I grow up, what will I see? I'll explore the jungle and find a big tree. In the future, I will go to places far and places I know. In the future, I will be anything I dream. Just wait and see. When you grow up, what will you be? I'll be a doctor and help you and me. When you grow up, what will you find? I'll find a treasure so fine. In the future, you will go to places far and places you know.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, everybody's on it. Everybody's on it. Yeah, nice. Yes, it's CDAB. And so this is a nice activity that you can do with your kids. Irene, you have a question? Please feel free to say it or to type it in the chat, whatever you want. Yeah, nice. Raquel, Liliana. Nice. So yeah, maybe Irene ask you, or Irene is the pronunciation. Can you put your question in the chat and I'll respond to it there, yeah? So we have this song, and the idea is exploitation. The idea is to take the lyrics of the song and use something with it. So, for example, okay, so this is the correct order. We could have maybe a word jumble. So we give the students these words, and they have to put them in order. So, for example, yeah, when I grow up, what will I do? And so, hearing it, they can put these words in order. I'll play it one more time. You can listen. And one possibility is organizing the words when they listen. The other possibility is just giving them the first letter. So this one is like, in the future, I will go. Let's have a listen. And just so you know, so we asked the AI to write the same song in different styles. So you're going to hear the same song now in a different style. When I grow up, what will I do? I'll be a pilot and fly to the moon. When I grow up, what will I see? I'll explore the jungle and find a big tree. In the future, I will go to places far and places I know. They all finish in these guitar rock solos. I don't know why, but maybe that's just what people want. Who knows? I think this is another version here. Let's listen. Yeah, country style.
When you grow up, what will I do? I'll be a pilot and fly to the moon. When I grow up, what will I see? I'll explore the jungle and find a big tree. In the future, I will go to places far and places I know. In the future, I will be anything I dream. Just wait and see.
Yeah, so you can get different styles. Don't worry, everybody. I'll share all the resources at the end of the session. So literally, you just type into Udio. You say, please. Very similar to what we did on the AI generator. So basically, there will be a link for a prompt. So we can go into Udio. And basically, this is what it's going to look like. You maybe log in or sign in. Yeah, so it already has me as jesse.dalal, so continue as Jesse. And you can have as many Gmail accounts as you want, or Hotmail, or whatever. And so, yeah, in here, you'd have like home create library. You go into the create. You can describe your song. You can say if you wanted rock or electronic or pop or jazz, classical, hip hop. You could write your own lyrics, or you can ask them to generate the lyrics. Like everything, it can create the voice, the music, the song, everything. So, you can maybe, yeah, we did a little example, a song of Arequipa, for if there's any Arequipa fans or Arequipa people in the in the Zoom chat. Last year we had the Tisol Peru in Arequipa, so we had a little song generated from this website for them. I don't know if you can hear this one. Let me see.
In the heart of Arequipa, under the sun's fiery glow, there's a rhythm that pulses where the Andean winds blow. A melody rises from the cobble streets, it screams, carried on the wings of dreams on guitar strings. Oh, Arequipa, your beauty and memory, that what would now be better look without us. I'm the Benefeeder.
Yeah, so nice. I mean, like I didn't even put anything about Misty or Plaza de Armas, and the AI just knew, man. It just knew. So yeah, you can make it very, very specific for your region. You can make it specific for your students, but you have to be very specific with your prompts. And it's very possible that you make one and you decide, I don't like it, and you have to refine and retouch and change things, and that's normal, and that's how we get accustomed to using it. And again, don't be worried about, like, oh, there's only a limited trial. That's fine. I think that if you want to pay for the full thing, that's fine as well. But you can make many different email accounts and just get free access for as however long you like. Yeah, so these are some exercises that you can do with songs, for example. Um, I mean, if you have a look, for example, here, when I grow up, what will I do? I'll be a pilot and sail the blue. So pilots maybe don't sail. When I grow up, what will I see? I'll explore the desert and find the key. These lyrics are a little bit crazy, a little bit wrong. So this is something that you can have your students do as well, is listen to the song and you correct the mistakes.
Will I do? I'll be a pilot and fly to the moon. When I grow up, what will I see? I'll explore the jungle and find a big tree in the future.
So yeah, I'll explore the jungle and find a big tree. I'll be a pilot and sail to the moon. You can't, yes, Sylvia, you can make the lyrics yourself, or you can ask the AI to make it for you, whatever you prefer. So all of these really, really, really useful, and kids really like songs. Art. All these things are really useful for kids. And of course, the last thing you can have the kids. I would say for me, and just coming back to my first slide here. So this is one recommendation that was given, is that only use yourself and don't ask learners to use AI in class. Some people, this is something that is a little bit controversial. I would recommend asking your learners to use the AI in class and upload it. And then, so for example, with that previous activity talking about, jobs in the future, you can ask you can ask your students to write some lyrics, because they've got the rhythm, they've got the melody, they've got the timing already. And so you can just say, okay, so now it's your turn. You are gonna make a song. When I grow up, what will I do? I'll be and you leave this blank for them, and you leave this blank for them, and maybe they have to use will and I'll, and this way they're practicing I'll in a very, very functional way, something that they can just say or sing, and it comes into function in the context, which is very useful. Yeah, when I grow up, what will I see? And you give them some verbs that they can put in this blank, as a place, an object, so true, so green, so blue. So then they can remake the lyrics. They can rewrite the lyrics themselves, depending on their level. And you can ask them to sing it if you want. You can ask them to sing along to one of the audios that you have made. You can ask for the same audio without the vocals in it, and have your students sing along to it with their own lyrics. All of these are ideas that you can use in your own classes, and anything else really, to be honest. All right, nice. So I think I've answered all the questions so far. Let me take a quick look at the chat. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. So I think if we don't have any other questions at the moment, we can continue. So we saw some examples with audios. We saw some examples with images. Yeah, so this was the GPT, ChatGPT prompt, or the Udio prompt. Can you create a short song for young learner students to help them practice future plans? I think this was a ChatGPT prompt, and then we put the lyrics that ChatGPT made into Udio, and then Udio came up with the lyrics and the vocals and everything. Like it makes the lyrics. You can say if you want a female singer, a male singer, country, western. The only thing you can't do in Udio is you can't type a singer's name. So you can't say, make me a song like in Taylor Swift style, or you can't say, make me a song in Kanye West style, because then you will infringe copyright rules and they might just block your account. Or they just might not give you they might just not give you the product. So be careful with your prompts and not naming any famous people. All right, nice. So we've got a few ideas here. And now we're going to have a look at the last one. A link, Porfi. Don't worry, Ilda. I'm going to send you all the links at the end. Everybody, don't worry. All right. The last one we're going to look at is a video creating. So you can go to this website called InVideo AI, and there you just the same. You type in a description. Please make me a video for example, we did a world quiz for our students. Very for primary school students, and basically here, let's have a look at the video. One moment, it's loading. Nice. So the idea is, oh, you ask your kids, maybe it could be about geography or world knowledge. What are the capitals of France, Canada, Brazil, Japan? What do you know about the capitals of these countries? Do you know anything? And basically, we asked AI to create a video about this in sort of like a game show style way. Um, let's have a look at the world capitals quiz.
Welcome to Capital Quest, everybody. Get ready to test your brain power. We're going around the globe today. It's all about world capitals. Think you know your stuff? Buckle up, because we're about to find out. We've got trivia, we've got fun facts, and most importantly, we've got prizes. Just kidding about the prizes, unless... Whether you're a geography guru or you just love a good challenge, this quiz is for you. Get ready to explore the world, one capital city at a time. Let's play Capital Quest. All right, contestants, here comes your first question. Don't be nervous, it's a warm-up. What is the capital of France? Is it A, Rome, B, London, C, Paris, D, Berlin? Take your time, think it through. And remember, no cheating. We're all about fair play here on Capital Quest. Ready to lock in your answer? All right, let's see what you chose. Next up, we're heading to North America for a question that's as sweet as maple syrup. What's the capital of Canada? Could it be A, Toronto, B, Vancouver, C, Ottawa, D, Montreal? Think about those iconic Canadian landmarks. Picture yourself strolling through the capital city. Got your answer? Let's hope you're feeling confident. Fasten your seatbelts because we're jetting off to South America for our next brain teaser. What is the capital of Brazil? Is it A, Rio de Janeiro, B, Sao Paulo, C, Brasilia, or D, Salvador? Brazil is a country of vibrant culture and stunning landscapes. But which city reigns supreme as its capital? Time to make your choice. Don't forget to use your process of elimination. Hold on tight. We're hopping continents again. This time, we're off to the land of the rising sun. What is the capital of Japan? Is it A, Kyoto, B, Osaka, C, Tokyo, or D, Yokohama? Think about everything you know about Japan. From its ancient traditions to its modern marvels. Which city embodies the heart of the nation? Make your pick. All right, Capital Questers, let's see how you did. The answers are 1. C, Paris. Paris, the city of love, lights, and delicious croissants. It's also home to iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum. 2. C, Ottawa, located on the banks of the Ottawa River. Canada's capital is known for its stunning architecture, beautiful parks, and the historic Rideau Canal, which becomes a giant ice skating rink in the winter. 3. C, Brasilia. This planned city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its modernist architecture designed by the renowned Oscar Niemeyer. 4. C, Tokyo. This bustling metropolis seamlessly blends ancient traditions with cutting-edge technology. From neon-lit skyscrapers to serene temples, Tokyo is a feast for the senses.
Yeah, so those are basically you can do a whole lot of stuff, like starting with that video. So Jacqueline, you have a very good point. The language isn't graded for basic. You can ask the AI to grade it for A2 or A1 or whatever you want. You can ask the AI to grade the language. Can you make it simpler? Can you make it slower? Can you make it with like A2 vocabulary or A1 vocabulary? And I think at the end of the day, like they're looking at if you think about kids, like they look at all this content and really and truly only some ideas stick with them. So for kids looking at this even with a low level, you might need to pause the video sometimes. I think that would be helpful in order to grade for language, in addition to actually grading the words that they are using. And then finally, they're going to find the capitals, listen for the capital. Something else that you can ask the kids to do or your students to do, whether they're adults or kids, write 3 things about Canada, write 3 things about France from the video, write three things about, basically, Sylvia, I would just, in the same prompt, which I don't have at the moment right now, I would just say, can you remake this for A1/A2? And it's fine, and they will do it. Like, so for example, if you, let's have a look here at, let's go to the good old faithful ChatGPT. So this is something that you might write. Can you write me a text about capitals of famous cities for EFL students? And you can say like this: I want 3 different texts, one for A2 level, one for B1, and one for B2. Let's see if the old ChatGPT. So here, so yeah, you can get the same text you want with different levels, and you just need to ask it. So many countries have a capital city. It's very important. Blah blah blah. And then in B1, maybe it's going to be a little bit more complicated or complex language. It's where the government works. So you have, for example, a nice little relative clause in here. For example, and then you might have a B2, capital cities play nice collocations, play a crucial role in political, economic, cultural life. So yeah, all of the AI, it knows how to grade language for A1, A2, B1, B2, all those things. So yeah, I hope that's useful for you. I hope that answers your question. Jacqueline, it was Jacqueline, yeah. Let me see. Magda says, in public school, each classroom has audiovisual resources. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it would be such a good idea for the government to invest in those things in public schools. Sylvia, yeah, I think you were the one asking for the lower levels. So yeah, this is what you do. You just tell ChatGPT, please make it A2, B1, B2. And still, I honestly recommend go read this and check it, fix it, maybe put in your own thing. Maybe if there's some language point that you've been using with your students in the last 2 or 3 classes that you would like them to recycle or review, stick it in there, you know, like that you are the owner, you're really the final point, because all this AI does is it just takes random information and then puts it together, and then what you're going to be is like a filter for your students. All right. So let's go back to, sorry, and just one more thing about this website with the capital cities. One idea that you could use for more advanced students would be, for example, you know, can you make your own, like write out a game show audio with 4 different countries, or it could be 4 different, for example, in Colombia we have departments. I don't know if it's the same in Peru, excuse me, but yeah, we so you could say, okay, do, for example, write the text for 4 different departments and their capitals, and maybe have a little description at the end, maybe the architecture or the nature or the buildings, the streets, the attractions. So the idea is just using this as like a springboard, yeah, and you bring this into class, but then all your other activities are going to be based around this, and it will go from asking students to just see and say or write what they hear and see, to actually creating something depending on the student's level and maybe their age as well. I was going to do this in a breakout room, but I think that I don't know if we have enough time. I don't know if it's last time when I went into the breakout rooms, lots of people weren't really talking together. So what I'm going to do instead is, oh, just by the way, these are the websites that I used for the session today. OpenArt.ai to generate images, InVideo AI to generate the video, and Udio.com to generate the audio. So I think just because in the last time when I went into the breakout rooms, maybe people weren't talking to each other so much, would you mind, let's just do a little bit of reflection and think. You can write it in the chat, but did you learn anything today that you can actually use in your classes, that you think you can use tomorrow or next week? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no worries, Jenny. That's okay. Sometimes it happens, you know. The songs, oof, definitely, and you can change the things as well. No, I'm gonna be sending this to you in a PDF in 10 minutes. So please don't worry about that. And of course, yeah, nice. Yes, let's maybe take 1 or 2 more minutes just to see if anybody has any other ideas and maybe questions. I think I've been going through the whole session and answering your questions as they've come up. But yeah, no, as you've seen images, you've seen using songs, you've seen actually using, maybe if we have some time, we can have a look at ChatGPT and planning a class. We can do that if we have some time in a couple minutes. Nice. Cecilia just made a track from Udio. Nice. Lyrics training, Javier, very good. Definitely Maria Elena, you shouldn't be afraid to use AI to prepare your lessons. For me, even I think you shouldn't be afraid of letting your students use AI. And as teachers, I think it is our responsibility to teach our students how to use AI, to let them know, it's not just something that you ask and it gives you all the correct answers and it's gonna let you through life perfectly. For example, I think, okay, so let's see. Nice. How can we help our students improve their speaking from Milagros? So I don't know if you attended the session. There was a session on Wednesday. I made a little video about using Elsa. Maybe I can share that here in the chat as well, Milagros. Elsa is an AI app, a tool
Please
that you
do.
yeah.
We did not have the time to cover with that.
Ah, no problem, William. No problem. So
Yes.
let me do it right now, just so I don't forget. Um, where do I have it? Elsa practice. Beautiful. All right, nice. So I think I can attach the file. So William, when I click attach, it doesn't give me your computer as an option. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Google Drive. I'll upload it to a folder there, but I need an extra minute. All right, nice. So, no worries. I'm uploading that Milagros so you can see how to use AI with that app Elsa, and basically it creates conversations or situations for you to have conversations in, and it gives you feedback on your grammar, your pronunciation, your vocabulary. So that's for Milagros. Jorge, yeah, nice. You're welcome. I mean, it's my pleasure, man. Anna put maybe, is this a website or a link, a tool, Anna? Liver word sheets could be. I'm just reading from the chat in case anybody's lost. Um, nice, Rudy. I appreciate your comment, man. I did it. Nice. Cheers. Yeah, you like the Harry Potter, Stefano? Yeah, it's good, and we can do it with anything. It could be a description of a city, it could be a description of a classroom or a person, a real person, a fake person, an imaginary fantasy person. Um, Nice, create music. Yeah, definitely. Elsa pronunciation. Liz knows the Elsa. So, oh, okay, nice. So this has been uploaded. So what I'm gonna do is share this file with you. Gonna make it shareable with anyone in the link. I'll copy the link. Okay, so just in your chat here, there's going to be a video. Maybe if you want now, open it up and see if the video loads. You can download it, save it. It's just me using Elsa, and I made a little recording on my cell phone. All right. Let's continue with your questions. So in the questions, we've got, yeah, Cecilia, you can ask them to create music. I definitely like that idea because a creation is something that requires so much cognitive not development, but I'd say cognitive ability. And so it might be better for older or more advanced students. Nice journey making videos. Yeah, definitely. You can ask them to make videos. And I think this is something that they're doing outside of class anyway. And it's a really good way to engage them, get them connected to your lesson, maybe make them participate more. It might be that some student who, if they look at a page with writing on it, they're just lost. But if the moment you bring out cell phones and you bring out tablets and AI, they're a lot more connected. Yeah, nice. Ana Ujoa, song scramble, sentencia. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Nice, Gladys. Thank you very much. Speakandimprove.com, Sylvia. I've never heard of it. Let me see. Let me see if we can have a quick look here. I've not used it, but yeah, it looks like an AI makes you fluent. There's loads. Yeah, yeah. Please try that website from Sylvia. Speak and Improve. See if you like it. Yeah, I'm gonna send the presentation in 1 minute. Nice. Students are going to use, yeah, Yolanda, I completely agree. Students are going to use AI whether we want them to or not. So it's better for us to show them how to use it in a control space where we can guide them. I could not put it in better words, Yolanda. Thank you so much. Some teachers are very worried about, for example, students just using AI to hand in their writing tasks. So, for example, actually, just this week I had students, I gave them a writing task for homework, and some of them clearly used AI. And obviously, like as a teacher, when the student has used AI to do their task. And so people might wonder, all right, what can I do? Well, there's a wonderful website. I'll share. If you go to zerogpt.com, ZeroGPT is an AI detector. So when you hold on, oh, this is another one. GPT. This is the one I use. There's lots. There's loads of AI detectors. So basically, you copy the text and you stick it in here, and it'll tell you like if the text is written by AI or not. I'm gonna put in a writing that a student did for me. I'm not gonna share the student's name just for her data protection and identity, but I'll show you. So I just copied the writing that the student gave to me. And so basically, you can copy and paste, or you can upload the whole file. If you just paste and you click detect text, in a few seconds, websites like zerogpt.com can tell you if the text is AI generated, GPT generated. It can also tell you if it's like part human, part AI. Like sometimes it shows you like 50% of this shows that it's from AI. So you can use these types of websites to support your student. So what I did in this case was I emailed the student. I told her, I said, look, I put your writing through an AI checker, and it told me that it's 100% AI generated by AI. And really and truly, if you want me to be able to help you to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, and make a study plan for you, I would prefer if you redo it without the use of AI, maybe a dictionary, and then send it back to me. And actually, this has happened to me maybe 4 or 5 times over the last year, and it's always been met with a good response. Like sometimes students, sometimes they make up some excuses that just, I don't believe it, but I don't care because I don't get paid to get angry with them. I just get paid to support them. So I let them know the situation, I say, this is something that I can help you with, but you have to give me your own work. Nice. So I think I'm gonna pause for a moment. I would like you guys just to take 5 minutes to give me a little bit of feedback. If you have your cell phones, if you can scan this QR code and leave some feedback during that time, I will make the presentation into a PDF and I'll share it for you in the chat. Yeah, Dexy, you can actually, when you look at the ELSA, I don't know if you can generate it with the websites we used, but with the ELSA, you can ask it to talk to you in a different accent. It could be like male British, female Australian, male German, female. Well, there are no people from Trinidad and Tobago where I am from, but it's more more standard. I think there's Indian accents you can practice with as well. Yeah, so please, if you can scan that QR code and give me some feedback just so I can make this presentation better for the future, or think about how this kind of feedback impacts you. So I'm going to leave this on the screen, or actually I'm going to stick it in the chat. I think I can. Let me see if I can put an image. No, I can't send an image in the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just convert this into a PDF, but I need to make it a little bit neater and just make sure everything is in the screen. Yeah, that's good. We can take this out. That's good. We can take this out. We can take this out. That's good. All right. I just need to make this within here. I just need to make this within here. Sorry, if you don't see the QR, sorry, just give me 1 minute, and I'll have the QR ready for you, okay? The QR will be in the PDF when I send it to you. So don't worry if you didn't get a chance to make it. You won't be able to see the video in the PDF, but all the websites are there. So please, please, please. There's some extra ones here that I haven't used a lot. Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, Ideogram, all of these are tools that you can use, all right? So let me just convert this into a PDF. And I'll stick that for you into the chat. Again, sorry, William, I don't know if you can stick things, you can put things into the chat. Is it okay if I send you this PDF and Teams and you put it into the chat?
Could you please send it to either Giselle or Martin so they can more easily do it?
All right, nice. 1 minute.
Thank you.
Okay, Giselle has it in her chat because it's Zoom is not letting me upload things from my computer into the Zoom chat. And so yeah, please, that's coming to the end of my presentation. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for your wonderful comments in the chat. I do hope that this helps you and it helps your students and it helps maybe other teachers that you train in the future to feel more confident with using AI. This is something that's developing. So in 1 year, everything might be different. We don't know. All we can do is just get up to speed with where it is now and make sure that in 1 year, when everything is totally different and more advanced, that we're up to speed and we're not left behind. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dalila, I shared it with Giselle. Maybe can Giselle put it into the Zoom chat? Is that possible?
No, it's not possible, but I'm putting in Drive and then share it with everyone.
Okay, I was just gonna say I can put it in my drive as well. But thank you, Giselle, if that works for you. That works for me as well. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you coming and all your wonderful comments, and I hope I've helped you. Thank you, William.